Right, we are live. I'm having to be a bit earlier today because I've got my grandparents coming round, so I'll have to. Well, I've sort of started earlier so that then I can still get a good amount of time live, rather than just starting at the same time and then getting a shorter episode. So yeah, I don't expect anyone in here for a minute or two, but I will go into the chat anyway. I've been really struggling to find a topic for today, but I have got one. I have got a very good one, I think. A very, very good one. So 1 second. So we will get into that when more people join. Oh, that camera looks a bit. 1 second. Oh, no, it is in the right place. That's odd. Just didn't look like it was in the right place. Because I moved it yesterday. Oh, here we go. So we've got Adam Kelsey in there. We've got Andy Robinson. We've got Kirsten. We've got Darren. We've got Chrissy. We've got Taco Sellers. All the usual gang are in there, which is great. So I'll just leave it another minute. Wait for a few people to come on. Yeah, I know I am early. And what do you mean it makes a change from being late? I am not. Oh, it does not. I am never late. You know my saying. Well, it's not my saying. It's William Shakespeare's saying. It's better to be 3 hours too early than a minute too late. I probably been 1 or 2 times I'm late, or like I'm either I either do it early or I don't do it at all, but I'm never late. Sorry. Right then, let me check who else is in there. We've got Gloria. Oh, that's a new username. Rich one day. We've got Welsh Thrifter. We've got Karen L. And yeah, that's everyone. Right. So, what does the title mean? Well, 1 second, I'll flip back onto me. No, the ranting does not begin. Sorry. No, I'm not going to rant. Right, okay. Well, it's a sort of... I'm going to rant, but I'm not going to... In this video, there is a little bit of ranting, but it's good ranting. It's not bad ranting. I just feel like I need to accentuate my voice to get my point across a little bit more, and that's always how I've been. And then, again, obviously, the hand gestures, you know. I mean... If my future girlfriend is watching my videos, she will be expecting a wild display in the bedroom from me, because I mean all the hand gestures I do here, there, and everywhere. It's just crazy, isn't it? Every video. But that's not the point. That's beside the point. We're not going to get onto that. There's too much of that in the comedy short that's going to be coming on Monday. And yes, I will talk about that very quickly. It didn't happen on Monday, the comedy short, because I've recorded 2 comedy shorts, and yeah, I'm not happy with the first one, so I've uploaded it to YouTube. I've made it private. I might get like a little beta squad of like 10 people. I might get like a beta squad of 10 people to watch the video and see if they like it, and then I might release it. But I just feel like it's not my best quality work, so I'm not releasing that one. But we recorded another one. Was it this weekend? Yeah, this weekend. And that is the main one. That is the big one. That is the one that I am hoping goes down really well. And, you know, with my main audience. And you're going to love it. You're going to bloody love it, hopefully. So that's on Monday. I will reveal a tiny bit of information. It is called The Date Night. So that's what it's called, The Date Night. So there's a lot of all that rambling and girlfriend and all that sort of talk on that anyway. So I'm not going to ramble about that anymore. So the title of this video, establish what you need, then go for what you want. I have been struggling all week to get a title for this video. Now, as I always say every week, and I say this every week now, what happens in my life that week determines the title of Thursday Talks, so long as it is fairly reselling related. Well, all I've been thinking about this week is, I wonder if there was any gay dinosaurs, and the other one was, I wonder if any carnivorous dinosaurs actually ate plants. And so that's not reselling related, so that can't be the topic. So I'll get on with it. So I decided to do the topic centered around psychology, centered around Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a very famous psychologist, very famous theory. And this stems from this week. I felt a little bit down, a little bit lonely, that sort of area. Although I've been quite social this week, but I just felt a little bit like that. So what I wanted to do, I've only decided this in the last hour, but what I wanted to do was actually talk about this theory about the hierarchy of needs, and how that establishing what you need as a human being can help you get what you want in terms of a business outcome, a personal goal, whatever else. So very, very interesting and very, very good topic. So I'll talk you through that in a minute, but I'll just quickly go back to the chat. Okay, I wasn't expecting him to say gay dinosaurs. I know, I don't think anyone was. But I was going to actually put the title of this video, Choose Life, Not Gay Dinosaurs. But then I thought, hang on a minute, people are going to think that when I say dinosaurs in the title, I'm meaning like, old bigots or something like that. And then that's going to cause friction. So I thought it probably wasn't the best idea for my YouTube career to put that as the title. Whereas if I talk about it in the video, I can actually explain that I mean real dinosaurs. I am really, truly wondering whether there was a gay dinosaur. That's what I am just wondering. I'm just curious. Was any of the dinosaurs like, one random dinosaur grew up and then thought, oh, I don't like women dinosaurs. I think I like men dinosaurs. I don't know. I just a real curiosity. Have you reached your self-actualization yet? Oh, there we go. Fellow psychologist or something there. Well, I'm not a psychologist, so it's hardly fellow, but change the title of the video. It will go viral. I know. All them hands, his future wife is the six-breasted whore from Total Recall. Oh, my God. The date night, does it include mirrors and KFC? No, I think you're referring to Zahir's stream last night or something. I don't know. But no, it doesn't. Right, so we're going to get into the actual topic now because I'm going to ramble. You know what I'm like. So I'm looking at the hierarchy of needs now. If you want to look at it yourself, I'm not going to screen share. But if you want to look at it yourself, just type in Google Abraham Maslow's or just Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Go on images and then scroll down to whichever one you want. Basically, the first bottom of the pyramid, the basic need for a human being is physiological. Is that right? Physiological. I can never say that. I can't say a lot of words. You know that by now. Physiological needs. So like your food, your water, shelter, things like that. Your basic physical needs that you need. So have I got those physical needs? Have you guys got those physical needs? Well, yeah, I would say I've got those needs quite consistently. So that ticks that bottom part of the pyramid. I've got that. The next one is safety. So feeling secure, feeling safe. I remember they talked a lot about this in high school, about do you feel, we used to do surveys like, do you feel safe in school? Do you feel secure? All that sort of stuff. Because it was all to do with bullying and whatnot. But yeah, I feel right now, I feel safe. I feel safe where I am. I feel fairly safe in my environment. I mean, there would obviously be places on the planet I wouldn't feel safe, but that everyone has that. So I suppose in the general gist of things, yeah, I do feel safe. So I've got that one ticked in the sense. Next one up is the one where I think I am struggling to hit all the time. And the next one is social. Oh, 1 second. Oh, I don't know the number. So I kind of want it to be someone I know so that then I can take it again on air like I did ages ago and just randomly have a conversation with someone. But so next one up is social. So this is about the middle of the pyramid. Social. So your social needs. And that's the one where I feel I trip up on. It's the one that I suppose quite a few people might feel as resellers we sort of trip up on. But obviously, if I don't get past that, I can't get to the self-actualization at the top of the pyramid. And if I'm therefore not hitting all my psychological needs or psychological goals, then can I get what I want in the form of business? Now, yes, okay, there's an argument that you can and it doesn't reflect, and psychological needs are different and that you could probably ignore them and just focus on your business. But I think that if you were to address all these psychological needs before you then try to go for what you want in business or personal goals or whatever, before you try and do that, like for example, you want to climb a mountain. if you don't have a strong mind, if you don't have, you know, if you've not trained for it, if you've not trained both your mind, your mentality, and your physical, I'm just going to say that. If you've not trained physically for it, then you're going to struggle climbing that mountain. So if you attain all these psychological needs, that I believe is going to really help you get what you want and sort of springboard you towards what you want. Because if I am more social, then I'm going to be able to network more easily. If I can network more easily, I can go to more events. If I go to more events, I then have more exposure to the right kind of people, the people I want to be meeting, the people who are maybe going to help me in my business career. Then that means that I can obviously grow my business to whatever length I want to, because I've hit that social bridge on the Maslow's pyramid. Now, it is worth stating, as I mentioned a minute ago, that this is only a theory still. I don't think it's concrete or anything like that. I think it still is a theory, but it is a very valid and quite strong theory that a lot of people are sort of vested in. So that's kind of why I'm talking about it a little bit and talking about my sort of theories on it. But if you go up the pyramid one more, you've got esteem there. So like self-esteem. 1 second, let me just go back onto the chat. Here we go. I think, oh God, here we go. We're all talking about dinosaurs. You wouldn't feel safe if the world was full of gay dinosaurs. Probably not, no. I think that would be expanded for any dinosaur, which one day. Yeah, definitely, any dinosaur. Ads needs to write the screenplay for the next Jurassic Park movie. I am not very good at writing like scripts and stuff. Like when I do the comedy shorts, I just like write it. I don't do any like stage directions or anything like that. I just sort of make it up as I go. But yeah, the next thing up on the pyramid is esteem. So 1 minute, let me just type in esteem, because I know what self-esteem is, but esteem on that level. 1 sec. 1 sec. Let me get a definition for you. Respect and admiration. Respect and admire. Oh, right. So he was held in high esteem by God. So maybe that's more sort of, I think really what we're trying to say on the pyramid is more geared towards the self-esteem rather than respect and admiration. But I suppose that does come into it, you know, your esteem in terms of you've got high self-esteem, and therefore the respect will come from having that high self-esteem. Because, for example, if you have that, if you're confident and you show that to others, then respect is going to come from that from others. So that's one thing. I feel like, I mean, you guys know I do have quite high confidence levels in most things I do. There are certain things that run through my mind that I think, no, I'm not confident on that. But in terms of coming on here, in terms of talking to people, that sort of stuff, I am confident in it. And I think, I don't know quite, because it is a bit different for me, because I don't know, I have high self-esteem and stuff like that, but I wouldn't necessarily say that that gets me respect from other people, because my self-esteem is so high that I can literally talk about anything with anyone, and then they can get completely blown away, and they'll be like, they lose all respect for me because I'm just blurting everything out to them. So in one way, it's a bit different for me. It's like, yes, I feel like I do kind of tick that box on the pyramid, but I just, you know, I think it's a bit weird, because in one respect, I'm not getting the actual respect or the admiration from people from having that high self-esteem. I mean, there is a lot of people who will give me that respect and stuff, but then there's others who won't. So that is a bit weird for me. And then the final one, which I have already typed in, I'll just go through this final one, and then I'll check in the chat again, is self-actualization, which Karen talked about. The realization or fulfillment of one's talents and potentialities, I didn't even know that was a word, especially considered as a drive or need present in everyone. So it's basically what a lot of us as resellers will have, that drive, that, you know, trying to fulfill your potential and your talent, and you know, using that drive to do so, really. And again, I kind of feel like I've got that in one respect, because as I say there, it is, as it says there, it is present in everyone. So everyone does have it to some extent, but it's about sort of training it and developing it, and we're, you know, and knowing what, you know, drives you. For example, that can be quite hard. So actually finding something that drives you, that motivates you, is very hard. But once you've found that, that can actually improve your self-actualization, or you would think it would improve your self-actualization, because you've found that one thing that drives you. So yes, I do think I have that. I think that you know, I do think there's room for improvement there, obviously, but I think the one major thing that's letting me down on that pyramid is that social rung, that middle rung, that social. And if I can't complete that pyramid, if I can't attain all of my social not social needs, sorry, if I can't attain all of my psychological needs as stated by Maslow, then, you know, will that affect my business? I don't know. I'm just spitballing, but I think if I were to attain them all, it would only positively affect my business. Whereas if I didn't attain them all, if anything, if it does affect my business, it's going to be a negative effect. But if I can sort of attain all those, then obviously, you know, attack what I want and try and strive for what I want, it's only going to help me, I think. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about a very cool, very interesting theory. And I mean, it just came to me. It just came to me because I'd done work on Maslow well, not high school, for university for an assignment. I did a assignment specifically on motivation and Abraham Maslow and McGregor, I think his name was. Oh my God, there was loads. There was tons and tons of some, but Maslow was the one that always stood out for me, and it stands out for a lot of people if you're studying business or psychology. And it's just interesting to sort of try and attach that to myself now and think, well, if I achieve that, how is it going to affect me in other areas of my life? So yeah, it was just interesting. Sorry, I've just realised I've not picked up the mic. Sorry, is the audio okay? I've not even picked up the mic. Couldn't take a T-Rex to the pub. They would need a very long glass. Lol. Oh my God. Well, I say one thing about dinosaurs and you lot bloody go off on one. You would if you were a lady dinosaur. What is going on here? You say one thing about dinosaurs. One blooming thing and it goes off on one. And you guys say I'm weird and you're all randomly... I literally just said one thing about dinosaurs and then everyone goes off on one about dinosaurs. It's just crazy. What? Something about Scottish dinosaurs there? Oh, God. Plus, they never get around. Heard a good joke from the Edinburgh Fringe. Oh, is that festival? Edinburgh Fringe Festival. A white horse goes to the pub and the land... This isn't like a racist one, is it? It sounded like a racist one, then. I'll read it out quietly, and then if it is anything bad, at least I've not actually read it out completely. What, Dave? I don't even get it. Anyway, I don't know. But yeah, so it was one of them theories that interested me. It was one of those things that I thought, oh yeah, that could work. You know, getting those needs could help me get to where I want to be. It just made me think, like, well, if I've not got those basic needs, or I've not got those needs on that pyramid, am I sort of able to get to the next level in terms of who I want to become, who I want to turn into, and the sort of what am I trying to say? The sort of the dreams and the goals I'm trying to achieve. I think that with all those under my belt, then I can. It's like basically all I'm saying is it's like you go to karate and you try and get a black belt. You know, that's all it really is. I mean, but you can't get a black belt straight away. You have to work through the belts. And then once you've got a black belt, you can go out into the world and you can use that karate in practice, if you would like, you know, like some Jackie Chan guy, you know, boom, 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 you know, awesome. But to get to that level, you need to do all these other things first. And that's what I'm just looking into doing. And then I can get to that level where I then feel, you know, I've got to that level, and then I feel even more confidence in myself, confidence in the ideas I've got. And then that means that, you know, I can attain some amazing dreams, even maybe beyond what I'm thinking of. I don't know, but yeah. As a great motivational speaker, I'm not really, I stutter quite a lot. I would love to do motivational speaking, but I don't know. I feel a little bit like negative for motivational speaking. Like, for example, I'm positive on here, but there's some days where I will be quite negative and I won't be as like me, you know, or you know, it's something a lot of people suffer. I wouldn't say I've got depression, but certainly just feeling a little bit down on days and things like that. And I just feel like that's a double-edged sword, really, because if I'm speaking, if I'm a motivational speaker who is in his free time sometimes down or depressed or whatever, isn't that like a contradiction in terms, really? Because you're then telling people how to be happy when you're not always happy, you know? But anyway, I don't know. It's just weird for me. That's what I'm saying. I need to achieve all these things for myself first, all these psychological goals, and then my business goals, and then etc., before I can start then lecturing other people on how to do things and how to be. It's like, you know, it's like I will intently listen to someone who is 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And I'm not saying that age is directly means wisdom, because there's probably some older people out there who don't, you know, throughout all their lives, for whatever reason, they've not actually picked up any wisdom. But I do, in some respects, correlate age with wisdom. And, you know, I will intently listen to people who are older. I mean, any age older than maybe 40, let's say 45, because any less than that, and I'm thinking, you know, they're still a bit young for me to be listening to. Even though they're older than me, I still class them as quite young and fresh. And I still class myself. Funny thing is, what runs through my mind, I've got two parts of my mind. I've got the 50-year-old here who wants to tell people how it is, and, oh, I've done things 1,000 times and all this. And then I've got the 21-year-old here who's like, well, you can't say that to other people on the chat here, because you're 21, you've not had the experience. The people in the chat here have most probably had a lot more experience than you, so why are you then lecturing them? So the ultimate dream of my life, the thing that I have always wanted to be, is old. I mean, quite frankly, the only thing I wanted to be since about 13, 14 is old, because I associated age with wisdom in that way. And I'm starting to become, now, as I get into my 20s, I want to be young again. You know, how a lot of people say that, but, you know, a lot of people seem, you know, they get into their early 20s, mid-20s, and then you think, oh, God, no, you know, I just want to be a kid again. But I don't think it's about that. I think life, in one respect, is just about letting it all flow and going through these different chapters in your life, becoming excited about them, you know? And it's not about wanting to be old or wanting to be young. It's just about, you know, assessing these new chapters in your life, letting them come to you and enjoying them. You know, there's a lot of, you know, I still would love, you know, I'd love to be old. I can't wait for the things that age gives me, in the sense that I will be a lot slower. I will be, I'll be able to look at things more clearly, because instead of rushing around doing everything now, and I want everything now and all that sort of stuff, instead of doing that, when I'm older, I'll be thinking, well, I'm happy just to watch other people, learn from them, analyze what they're doing, and I can really assess, you know, I can really assess things because I'm in a slower period of my life. And that's beautiful. That's great, you know. And people, you know, are scared of getting older and stuff, but they shouldn't be. It's a beautiful part of your life, just like childhood is. Children always want to say, they're always saying, like, I want to grow up. Oh, I can't do this. I can't go on this roller coaster ride. I wish I was older. I wish I was older. I wish I was older. Well, if at a young age you could get into a child's mind that, just let it flow, let it all flow. Think how centered that child would be. Think how just their mind would be so amazing, because they understand at that age, at that young age, that they're just going to let life flow. And the thing is, you can't do that to a child, because they're always going to want things now, and they're always going to, just like me now, I'm young, I want to get out there, and I want things now, and I want everything to come to me, and I want to go out there and get stuff, and I want to go here, there, and everywhere, and all that sort of stuff. But if you could just learn to just let things flow, that in itself is probably the most powerful skill in life, because you understand that it's just step by step, just letting it flow like a river. You're not going fast, you're not going slow, you're just going with it, and as a lot of people say, we're human beings, not human doings. So you just got that says again, you've just got to let it be. Like, you are a human being, you've got to let it be. But these are all my just interpretations of life. He's mid-40s, I think, probably 45. What? Who is? 1 second. Oh, right, there we go. Got a question. 1 sec. Right, 1 sec. Welcome to the world of ads chat. You don't. What is someone? So I turn up a little late, and the first comment I see is about spotted dick. What chat have I joined? Yeah, our chats are a little bit crazy. So I've got 6 thumbs up. That's nice. Where are we? Right. Ads, got any auctions coming up? I have one next week, but I'm not picking up till the following week. And this is something else I wanted to talk about, right? And this is reselling. We'll get back on the reselling bandwagon for a minute. So I have got the potential right now to get a lot of stock. I've got 2 car boots at the weekend. I've got a deal that I'm working through with someone at the moment that is for a lot of stock. It's probably, I'm not going to say numbers or anything, because I don't know whether they want me to say. But yeah, a lot of stock for, video games, all that sort of stuff. I've got Amazon returns coming back. Oh my God. I've got boxes piled up just outside this door, just empty boxes, loads of them. Now, luckily, Amazon didn't send my returns back one item per box. But I think the most they had in a box was about 9 items. So it still wasn't great. But yeah, it wasn't one per box. So I've got all that Amazon stuff to deal with. I've got all the stuff in the other room. A lot of it from one auction that I've, last week's auction, all the die cast and stuff. And the auction before that. And then next week, as I say, I've got an auction, but I won't be picking up till the following week. Then next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, the 3rd, I believe, Sunday, the 3rd of September, I've got a massive car boot as well. I've got a massive car boot on the bank holiday Monday, this Monday, and then I've got a massive car boot on, or what should be massive, weather permitting, on the following Sunday. So I've got a lot. I mean, that's not even including sniping, which I'm doing quite a bit of at the moment as well. It's just getting a bit crazy at the moment. I have never been in this position in my business so far, where I can actually get so much stock that it's, it's overwhelming in terms of what I can actually do in a day. And I mean, if I get this job lot off this guy, and I get, I go to the car boots and I have a good run at the car boots, and I go to the auction and I have a good run there, I can't explain how much stock I will have. That room is already backed up, and if I put all that stuff in, I mean, it's going to be full. I mean, I don't even think I'll be able to hardly get in the room. That's what I'm talking about. And a lot of people, it's quite nice in a way. I have to say, it's very nice. It's very nice to have a lot of stock, because you're thinking, yeah, because a lot of people say you're not a proper reseller until you're filled up, like actually filled up with unlisted stock, your first entire room. And I really want to do that. I actually want to fill up like a warehouse with stock, if we're being quite honest. But do I need a warehouse now? No. Will I ever need a warehouse? Maybe, but I doubt it with my sort of business model, or the business model I'm trying to follow. But yeah, I mean, you know, so it's exciting, but it is at the same time, it's like, oh my God, you know, wow, how the hell has my business grown to getting this much stuff? But yeah, it's cool still. It's cool. I'm not going to argue. I mean, I'm not going to moan about getting stock. I mean, it's great, you know, but it does, at the same time, it's like, wow, you know, it's in your face. Right then. Yay, I'm wise, lol. Kirsten says. Peter says, I'm 45 and I know bugger all. Paul says, I'm 45. Yeah, the only reason I chose 45 is because my dad's a little bit older than 45 now. Well, not a little bit older, but he's a bit older than 45. And you can probably tell by the grey hairs and stuff when, you know, anyway, he's in my comedy short. Well, he's in the bloopers of my comedy short. So feel free to guess his age in the comments section of the comedy short. But anyway, he looks very good for his age. I'm not attracted to my dad or anything like that. It's just weird. But you know what I mean? He looks good for his age, and he always gets comments from people and stuff about that, but which is great because that means I'm going to look good when I'm like 50 odd. But anyway, that's besides the point. That's all besides the point. Basically, what I was trying to say is, yeah, I chose 45 because I remember my dad was about 45 and I always thought that he knew quite a bit. When he was 45, I always thought he knew quite a bit. So yeah, 45. I always think 40 nowadays is young. Like 40 is like the new 25. You don't know anything. You're only born at 40. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this because I'm 21, but you know what I mean. Right, let's see. Isn't Nick Hill's nearly like... No, he's not. 1973. He was born on the December something. I think it was like I want to say it was the 11th of December. I'm not 100% sure. I've just given away his birthday if it is. But no, he's 43 years old. He'll be 44 in December. Oh, yeah, that's my special skill. I am great with figuring out people's ages. Like, I was saying Mr. David McGregor like weeks and weeks and weeks ago. I am really good. I wheeled out all like the YouTube resellers and all their ages. And he was like, how the hell do you know that? And I was like, well, on a video about, 6 months, 8 months ago, they said that in 1986, they were X number of years old. And then I just worked backwards from that. I used to do it in high school for my teachers. And I worked out that my history teacher he was born in 1960 at the time. And that was back in about 2007. So it would have been, 47? About 47 back then. Or was it? No, it wasn't 2007. It was like 2009. So it would have been about 49. But I used to do it for all the teachers. It was so cool. Right, anyway, let's go down. Like someone who is around 45 at work being bossed by a young person. Yeah, that's what I mean, Peter. Yeah, it's really, really good assessment there. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like telling people who are older than me how it's done because, yeah, it's exactly like that. It's like, you see it all now, all these bosses are young. And it's like someone in their 40s is like lower down on the chain in a company than someone in the 20s, and they're getting bossed around them, but they're bloody half their age. What is all that about? Anyway, respect your elders and all that. But yeah, I have to think how old my kids are before I can work out how old I am. Yeah, I think when you get to that stage, you're thinking, oh God, I'm getting older. I wonder how many are watching over the hill. What do you mean over the hill? Oh, no. Oh, it's jumped. Jump 1 second. Bloody hell. We've got so much chat. It's jumped. I'm the opposite. I still find in certain things I want to be a kid again, but in other things I like the adult state. Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that. I like being an adult. I never thought I would like it. As a kid, I was like dreading it, I thought, oh my God. And I was thinking to myself actually yesterday when I was packaging items, when I used to think about moving out, I used to think, oh my God, this is daunting, this is raw, you know, all that sort of stuff. Now I'm actually starting to think, well, I'd love a place of my own, I'd love this and I'd love that. And that's just the progression of growing up, you know, and then you get to a certain age where you're now thinking, well, I've got a different mindset on it all. And, you know, I've looked into things and I understand it a lot more. And now it's not as daunting as it first seemed when I was 13 years old or 15 years old or whatever age, you know. So, yeah, I'm the same with that. I like the, you know, being an adult in some respects. And I like to find my childhood. I mean, I like watching kids' movies and I like watching kids' TV shows because that makes me feel young again. And it's not necessarily about feeling like a kid, but I get a lot of power out of, you know, watching kids' TV shows and actually you know, really watching them and assessing the morals of the TV show. So, for example, you know, there's a lot of TV shows out of kids' TV shows that'll have a different theme each week. And I really like it because you watch the episode and by the end of the episode, the child has basically learned a new moral or, you know, something good. And that's what I like. So when I watch the kids' TV shows, I don't just watch to feel like a kid, but I watch to see what the moral of that episode is. And when I have kids myself, I'm going to be very, very, I'm going to hone down really what they're watching, what kind of TV shows they're watching, what the morals are in the TV shows, because I don't want them exposed to certain morals that I would be opposed to. I would want them to have the same morals as me in one respect. And then when we get older, they can decide for themselves. But when they're younger, you know, I'd like them to be filtering in, sucking in all the morals that I hold dear. And what else? What else was I going to say? And also, I'd be playing a lot of music to them, and I'd be feeding them with knowledge like every day. I'd just get a tape recorder or something. Well, not a tape recorder because that's old hat, but I'd get like a phone and I'd play a load of intellectual stuff to it every day. Just sat there every day for like 12 hours and just see what comes out at the end of 18 years. And honestly, we better be so intelligent, but yeah. Peter Cummins, no hope for you. Only started doing that in my 40s. Well, oh no, I did that. I've been doing that since I was a kid. Even when I was a kid, I was doing that. I love gaming, so the wife thinks I'm still a kid and I'm 46. Well, not bad, is it? Gay dinosaurs, 6 thumbs up. Really? I know, what is the world coming to? Look, I've got 10 thumbs up now. Yeah, 10 thumbs up, right? On any other of my Thursday Talks videos, it's like 6 thumbs down and then like 15 thumbs up. We're already at 10 thumbs up, no dislikes. Now, you can guarantee I've got 1 for that. And if one of you does not give me a dislike, can one of you please give me a dislike right now? Because I'll be getting pissed off that I've not got a dislike. Because I like having a certain amount of dislikes now because it shows me that the haters are still watching, which is cool, which I like. But yeah, I mean, 6 thumbs up, cool. Fair enough. There we go. There it is. Oh, yeah, one of my haters is watching. I love that. There's a little one. Oh, here we go. We've got 2 now. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. I love you. Right. I wonder what Z and Nick thinks of these chats. I don't know what they think of these chats, but they were very, very kind to let me on the chat, which was, yeah, because I could have really gone off on one in that chat. Because obviously they had not really spoke to me before, so they didn't know how much I would actually go off on one in their own chat. So they were very gracious to actually let me on one. I wonder what oh yeah, I've already read that. Sorry, I've just read it out. I've just got really old and my eyesight is going, or has gone out of focus. Oh, I've not gone out of focus, have I? Have I got someone just tell me, have I gone out of focus? He's blurry. Oh, what? Let me check. Oh, yeah, I am, aren't I? I'm a bit blurry. Let me see. Oh, I'm a bit blurry. Oh, I don't know what I can do with that. I mean, I can turn back onto my other webcam, but it's a bit crap. Do you want me to turn back onto my other webcam? One sec. One sec. One sec. Thing is, no, I don't think it's gonna, because I can't really check the settings because I'm in Google Hangouts. If I was in like OBS or something, it would be better. 1 sec, I'm gonna turn you off for a second. Oh no, turning off and on doesn't really help much. Oh god, no. 1 sec, let me do that. See if it'll focus. No, not focusing. Right, I'm gonna go back onto my old webcam, I think. 1 sec. Oh no, I can't go on that. Oh god. 1 sec. Oh, this is a light fail, this is. Well, I think you might just put up with the blur. It is quite bad, but it's not terrible. You can kind of make out my outline. I honestly don't know how to fix that. It has gone a bit blurry, right? When I go close to the camera, it does. You can see it. Yeah. Right. Anyway, I'll continue with the chat. It's not terrible. As long we'll have to just like do this one as a podcast or something. So yeah. Anyway, we've got in the chat Welsh Fifter. You got your cabinet set up? Yeah. Ads. 1st of September. Well, 2nd of September. I'm going down to fill it up because the 1st of September is a Friday and I've not got the car. So 2nd of September, I'm going down to fill it up. Got all my stuff ready. I just literally need to go down there and set it up. But I had to go down the other day to do the paperwork and stuff like that. And I think I've got some other little bits to fill out as well. But I tell you what I want to do. I don't know whether any of you guys like know about this. Well, you won't know about this, but any of you guys, I don't know whether you guys think this is a good idea or whether it could even happen. But she talked to me about the landlords, right, at Blakemere. And she said that, you know, you need to sign this agreement for the landlords or whatever. Well, all I thought when I heard landlords is I thought, oh, money, you know, money. I thought, what if I actually could buy, like not rent, but buy a portion of this antique centre at some point in time and then rent out all the space to other people? That's where the money is. It's not the rentees like me. Oh yeah, pay me money each month and then sell a bit of stuff. No, it's you buying a portion of this place, then offloading the work to other people who do like the agreements and legal stuff. Then you're like a sleeping partner. You don't have much of an affiliation with it really. But you can like save a little space, a bit of rented space for you because you own it anyway. And then the rest of the space you can rent out. And that's where the money is. That's what, you know, buying something like that and then renting it out. That's where the money is. But I don't know whether, I mean, at that place there, obviously there's already landlords. It's already set up, that sort of stuff. So I couldn't do it there. But I mean, I'd need to find somewhere that is either just setting up or something like that. But that is probably a good option. I mean, it's sort of similar to it's going down the route of my mystery project a little bit, that is, but it isn't quite my mystery project. But that would be a sideline to my mystery project, let's say. But that's what I want to do. I want to be the top dog because, you know, all I'm thinking, right, in this situation at Blakemere, right, or at any antique centre, you've got the, let's say you've got the rentees right down here. And then you've got like the people who deal with the rentees, the managers and stuff. And then you've got top dog at the top, right? He owns all this. He knows what's going on, or she. Yeah, okay. He or she, sorry, I didn't mean, yeah, he or she. So he or she at the top, you know, they're top dog. And then they, you know, just palm it off on the managers or whatever. And then they deal with the legal stuff or whatever. And then the rentees who are paying their rent, oh yeah, give us your money. That's where the money, I swear it's got to be. I don't know, it might not be viable financially, because if you've got to get a manager, then surely that wouldn't be viable. But I'm sure there's some way of doing it. Like instead of having a manager, maybe you could have some sort of virtual assistant. But then again, well, actually, no, that would work because we are coming into a more digital age. So I suppose if you had a virtual assistant that replaced that sort of manager or whatever, then you could do that. And if you were to only buy a portion of the antique centre itself, then there would already be staff on it from the other parts of the antique centre. So, and you can actually get the people who rented out the booths, rented out space to do like a day each, you know, every couple of weeks or every month, they could actually man the desk, the main desk for a day. So yeah, if I did it right, I could do that. That would be pretty cool. And then it's about getting as much online, as much virtual assistance as possible. So we could have like a little kiosk. Yeah, we could have like a little kiosk where people like sign in, or we could have like a little kiosk where people like manage their area or something. I don't know how it would quite work. I'm just spitballing, but it would be it could work. It could work that, and I could make some good money. I shouldn't be telling you all this. You would be all like, "Oh yeah, I'm doing that. Thanks, Adam. Cheers." But yeah, it's just one of my little crazy ideas. Right then, let's go down. It's the new ads lens making him look sexy for the ladies. Yeah, it probably is. Ads looks like the weatherman. I probably do actually. I think the shirt is throwing the camera off focus. Maybe it is. I don't know. I have 2 full rooms. Must be a pro seller. Yeah. I mean, I've heard people say that when you know, have a full room full, but when I say full, I actually mean so full that you can't get into it. Is that like yours, Neil? Because yeah, I mean like proper full. Right. Oh no. What's this here? Oh no. Which one day he'll run longer than 18 minutes. I don't know what that's all about. Southwest says 87. Randomly, I don't know what that's about. Smarty Sun says, lol. Karen says, I said you were an old soul, didn't I? Probably. Someone said that. A few people have said that. We've got Globalus. I think that's how you pronounce it in the chat. Hi there. And then I think that's about it. Oh no, there we go. Oh no, it's jumped again. Damn it. What is happening? What is happening? Right, one sec. Oh, it's going so quick. Right. Adam Kelsey, how old am I at? I think you are 25 years old. Just by your name, Adam Kelsey, sounds like you're probably about 25. Peter Ray, work out my age. I think you are, Peter Ray, I think you're about, well, let's see your profile pic because I can see you there. I can kind of see you. I can't really see you that good, but I think I've seen you, I think I've seen you on Facebook. Ah, cool. Right. So, I think I've seen you on Facebook. I would imagine, Peter, you are 28, let's say that. I think that's got to be around it. I love guessing people's ages, but you've got to be careful when you're doing it that you don't go too old. Ads was around 5 years. 5 years old is what I know. I always think like that. I think, yeah, when Nick started reselling, I was like, yeah, 5. I know, it's crazy. I actually always think about all those years I missed out on reselling due to obviously people not having content on YouTube. Because I was on YouTube all the time when I was younger, but you know, like searching for different things. There was a guy on YouTube, he's still on YouTube, and I don't know what his name is. I think it's not Mike, is it? I don't know, but he's been on YouTube for ages. He's the guy, like, and he was like one of the first ever eBay guys on YouTube. I'm pretty sure one of the first, or maybe came along a little bit later, but he's got like shades on. He's an American guy. I think he's got a bald head. He's quite old, an older chap, and he was talking about, he used to talk about drop shipping and things like that on eBay. And I found him on eBay when I was a lot younger, when I was doing eBay, you know, like for pocket money. But obviously, I searched the terms that I might have searched 2 years ago when I first found Nick. But if like someone, maybe not Nick, but if someone was on YouTube then, think where I could have been now. I mean, because back then I was about 13, 14. Obviously, I don't know how it would be in terms of the legality of owning your own business when you're 14, but I know there's kids who do it. We probably have to have some sort of parental authorization or parental guidance or something like that. But just think where I would have been 8 years on. I could have been like crazy, you know, like now at 21, I could be as experienced as other guys on YouTube who've been doing it full time for years. I mean, it's crazy. But there's no point me standing here and saying, I wish I had started earlier, because I did start earlier. You know, 19 is fairly young to start a business. So I'm happy with the age of which I started. Right, I'm going to go down the chat very quickly because it's jumping again. I was a manager at 21 of a sales team of 8. No one was close to me age-wise. Some didn't like it, but I was there on merit and everyone had the same opportunity as I did. Hard work pays off. Yeah, very true. You learn from up. You can learn from up the way. You can. I can't get it. You can learn from up the way and down the way from people all ages. I learn so much from my kids. Yeah, I suppose so. I mean, I'll learn loads from my kids because my mum always says she learns things from me. God, you used to get that at the end of the He-Man cartoons. What did we learn today? Lol. I think there are laws against that sort of parenting ad. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it is a little bit like brainwashy, but I want my kids to be super intelligent, super amazing. And the way you do that is by letting them soak up as much knowledge as possible when they're young. 10 years time, kids running out of the house, mum, dad is doing that thing again, teaching me boring stuff. Lol. Peter Cummins says, I'm not going to dislike. Well, okay, that's fair enough. Go thumbs down, gang. Lol. I see 10 thumbs up and 3 dislikes. Well, yeah, different people are seeing. That's what happens in the chats, really. You make a really good point about playing all eras of music around your kids. Give them a great foundation. Hornfield when kids don't know. Oh, horrified. I thought I said Hornfield. Horrified when kids don't know iconic musicians. Very true. I am as well. 12 and 1 here. 12 and 1 here. I don't get that. 12 and 1 here. Is that some sort of weird, like, I don't know, sum of your age or something that I'm trying to work out but can't? Keep control of the moral thing is now really, really hard with the internet. It is very, very, very hard with the internet. It's very, very hard with music videos and things like that. Music videos are really, really bad. I watched a documentary ages ago on how young children are watching these music videos, and obviously they're very, very, a lot of the music videos are quite sexualized, and these young children are then watching them and they're getting ideas very early on. And that's something that is a bit, you know, I'm not too sure on that, you know. I just think that, like, in the 1800s, right, ladies would only show like a little bit of ankle, and that was every once in a while, and that would be like really raunchy. But now it's like there's nothing left to your imagination. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you've got kids around that, is it really the right thing to do, you know? But anyway, that's just my sort of thing. Don't worry about the focus, not that fussy. It's not too bad, is it? It's not terrible. Give it a bang, always works. I know I always do that. Needs a hammer, boom, yeah. Perhaps the lens needs a clean ad. I don't think it does. Maybe, but I don't think it does. Where are we? Try wiping the lens, lad. Is that the special Skype lens? No, it isn't. It's since you picked the mic up. Is it? Is it since I picked the mic up? Oh, right. I don't know. I might put the mic up in a bit, down in a bit. But then you have all the hassle of, yeah, very true, Kirsten. You have all the hassle of staffing, rates, bills, running costs, etc. You do. It's just an idea. I mean, if I was to do it properly, I'd have to think about it a lot more, as you say. There's a lot of cost to do with it. It's just, I like to be like, what I would want, like, in this area is like, you know, like Breaking Bad, like Walter White. I'd like that, but just not illegal stuff, like legal stuff. So I've got like property here, there, and everywhere. I've got this site making me money here. I've got this, you know, and all that sort of stuff. That would be like a major goal. I mean, and then the other major goal is to have warehouses up and down the country with ad emporium and stuff. But that's like a major goal that I might achieve one day. I don't know. You don't know. I'm just spitballing ideas really at the moment. Buy a field, very good idea, but land is very expensive. Like land on that scale, you know, buying a big field, it's very expensive, but could do it. You could do it. I mean, but to be honest, what you've got to assess then is, I don't think boot sales would be the most lucrative way to, when you buy that land, it's not going to be the most lucrative way to use the land. You may find that building houses on the land is probably going to be the most lucrative, or maybe some sort of farming, but to be honest, I think farming these days isn't as profitable as it used to be, and that's why there's not many new farmers coming through. But yeah, I don't think boot sales, if you bought a plot of land for a very high amount of money, depending on where it is, but I mean, any land these days is a lot of money. I'd have to do some research into quite how much, but I know it's quite a lot of money. And you know, you've got to then think how, you know, what's the best way to get the most money out of this land as possible. And I just don't think boot sales would be it, you know. I just don't. Yeah, and annoying / awkward cabinet renters. Very true. Yeah, very true. Tenants ads. Yeah, that's kind of it. Oh, tenants. Yeah, not rentees. Rentee. It does sound a bit funny, that rentees, doesn't it? It sounds a bit weird. Ads you can finish now. Gone through all the CDs and books. Some for eBay, some for Amazon. Majority to the charity shop. Right, I'll get through the rest of the chat and then I'll finish. Don't let the gay dinosaur loose in the antique centre. He will ruin your stock. Yeah, probably. That was hilarious, if potentially dangerous. Oh, no, it's going to jump again. Don't jump. Please do not jump, chat. Don't jump. Leave me alone. Stop jumping. Oh, no, we're great. Oh, no, it's jumped again. It's jumped. Oh, my God. Why is there so many people in the chat today? Can people just stop chatting? Oh, God. We've got Lonnie in the chat. 1 second, going up again. Right, okay, I'm going right back down to the bottom. Adam, instead of investing in your dreams, invest in some tech. I'm actually heavily investing in cryptocurrency at the moment. Well, I say heavily, I mean like $2,000 worth, which, okay, is a fair bit for a lot of people, but it's not heavy investing. Like, there's people who are investing like 30, 40, 50,000 in crypto at the moment. But no, I am investing heavy in crypto. There is still a stigma attached to it. There's this, like, people think it's going to be this bubble and the bubble's going to burst and that sort of stuff. So it is a fairly risky investment, but I feel like right now in 2017, it's a great time to get in on it. It was probably a better time, you know, maybe in 2012, 2013, but it's still a good time to get involved with it. And, you know, the gains on Bitcoin and things like that and other coins could be potentially massive in, you know, the longer term, 10 years, 20 years. And then if the gains are good, even if I only stay with my 2K, potentially that 2K could turn into, well, 5-10 times as much, if not even more, with the kind of gains we're seeing on Bitcoin and other coins at the moment. But I can't miss out on that for just, you know, for a small amount of money or for just investing a little bit here and there. I find it very hard to not invest in harebrained schemes or risky investments. I find it very tough. So yeah, I am investing quite heavily in that at the moment. Although not heavily, but you know. But yeah, tech would probably be a good investment. Oh, here we go. Nearly got it right. It's 27. So that's cool. 25. Cheers, Ad. Why are you about 35? Where on Maslow's hierarchy needs is technical, functional technical equipment? I don't know. I would look into the eyes, but they are so blurry. Lol. So early. Good morning, guys. I am early. Well, I was early. Hang on. I'm 25. I should be out doing stuff. Yeah, you should be out doing stuff. Yeah, everyone's saying hi to Lonnie. Hi Neil. Ads, what's going on with the mic? Why is it? Oh, sorry. Why is it like weird or something? Or do you just mean why have I got a mic? Well, if you mean why have I got a mic, I mean, it's cool, isn't it? You know, it's like I've always wanted a mic, so I thought I'll get a mic. Well, I had to get a mic for my Reseller comedy shorts, so I thought, why not use it for Thursday talks? I apologize, Lonnie, if you've just joined and it's blurry. I did have a quick try of sorting it out, but it's not going away. So you have to deal with it for today, and then I'll try and sort it out maybe after the chat or something. If worse comes to worse, I'll have to buy another new blooming webcam, and I bought loads of webcams, and it's annoying me. Adam, thanks for the catch-up. So, oh, right, okay, here we go. Ad, you need to get your camera up higher if you want to stand up. Why is it? Oh, is it low? Sorry, is it low? One sec. Oh, bloody hell, no one told me it was low. Come on. Bloody hell. Right, there we go. That's higher. Right, sorry. Right, I'm just going to quickly clean that, see if that doesn't... No, it's not that. Some people are saying it's the actual, like, cleaning the lens. It's not that. Something's obviously gone with it. I don't know what's gone with it, but something's gone with it. Anyway, I'm going in a minute. I'm not staying much longer because we're quite... So dinosaurs went extinct because they were all getting... No, what I was meaning is I was wondering whether there was like a T-Rex that was born that thought, oh, I don't like women dinosaurs, I like men dinosaurs, or the opposite way around. I'm a woman dinosaur and I don't like men dinosaurs. I just wondered. That's all. It's just one of them questions in life that you just think, you know what? I really wonder. You know, I wonder about that. But yeah, so that was really it. Oh, wait. What have I done? Ads. Oh, not angled up. Oh my god. Ads, you look like you're doing stand-up comedy with that microphone. Well, I said that the other week, didn't I? Or someone said that. Scroll. Ads, invent some software to stop the chat jumping. It happens in all live chat. It's only because I've got 36 people watching. I'd usually have about 25 to 30. So obviously that other sort of extra like 10 people is maybe making the chat jump a little bit. Right, I'll be very quick now. No ads. Tech as in a decent camera or internet. Oh, I know. All right. I get you. Ads world, loving it. Get worried when he starts bringing a monkey on the chat. Yeah, that'd be funny, wouldn't it? That'd be funny. All right, I'll go down very quickly. Stop chatting, lol. Yeah, everyone stop chatting. Do what Lonnie says. It's terrible. Moving the lens up to your eye level. What do you mean moving the lens up? Oh. No, I mean the whole thing, not angled up. I don't get it. Moving the lens to your eye level. I don't know how I move the lens to my eye level. Like, I mean, I have to move my eye level to the lens like this. Hi. Like that. Right. Oh my god. And we go over to our on-the-spot reporter. Ads, tell us what happened in the last hour in 20 words or less. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. We talked about Abraham's hierarchy of needs and how gay dinosaurs are intriguing. There we go. That's done. Right, so that's 20 words or less. Ads, where's your pussy? Downstairs. Ads, where's your cat? Sorry, can't believe I read that out. At last, we've not got him onto a Doctor Who. No, you've not got me onto Doctor Who. Although there has been a major development. Well, not a major development. Bradley Walsh, there's a rumor going around, he might be the next companion. So, yeah, very interesting. But won't go into that. I'm going to go now because we've been over an hour. Yeah, as always, if you liked it, please do give it a like. I can't believe you liked this because it's been a tech fail. It's been a reseller fail as usual in terms of like not talking about reselling as much as I should, and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you liked it, please do give it a like, but you don't have to. Also, Monday, big day. Everybody watch on Monday at about 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. The reseller comedy show will be on Monday at 9 or 10 a.m. That's UK time, by the way, for Lonnie or any other American guys watching. And that will be entitled The Date Night. So yeah, watch that. I might release a few teaser pictures and maybe a few little tiny details on my Facebook page. So if you haven't liked my Facebook page, please go down below, like that, because I might do some sort of teaser on there. And yeah, that'll be it. I might show the thumbnail or something on my Facebook page early. So yeah, don't forget, very motivational. You'll have a right laugh at it, and it'll hopefully get you into the working week. So yeah, don't forget to do that. And I've already got my next idea for a comedy short, but it's a little bit darker, so I don't know. I might leave it. Right, quickly. Ads, do you think there is online selling on other planets? Probably not. Right, that's it then. When are you taking this one on tour, Ads? I don't think so. Yeah, right. So I will leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. And that is that. I was going to look in the chat a bit more, but I thought, you know what? It's just going so fast. Honestly, it's going so fast and I could be here forever. So I'll leave it there. I'll try and get the camera sorted out for next time as well. So see you very soon, guys.